This question is from It's Kim, and she wants to know, what is your favorite new song off the record, this upcoming record? And I'd have to say, my favorite, it's hard to choose because they're all a little bit different and they all mean something different for me, but the one I think I had the most fun writing and that came out the most interesting was 1-800 Clap Your Hands, and that's always been a favorite, and we play it live, and it's really been a big hit live, and it's very catchy and kind of interesting, and I just really like it, and I think it hits a new wave, and hopefully it'll kind of strike everybody as a little bit different. This question is from Albert Mario, and he or she wants to know, what was your inspiration in the new album? The inspiration for the new album honestly was just, how do we get people to dance, and how do we get people to really sit down and listen and go, oh, this is cool, this is interesting, it's different. That's what really was the inspiration, was just something that's new and progressive from the old album. And I think we have sort of accomplished that, and I really hope that it comes across as something that kids can relate to. Allison is Killer asks, if you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I think it would have to be my iPod On The Go album, because I don't think I could listen to one artist's album for the rest of my life, because that's very difficult. But if you have an iPod, there's a thing called On The Go, and you can hold down the center button, and you can take that track and put it in a different album. And I've got everything in there, and all of my favorite bands. And I think that's easier, because I would love to say, Radiohead and the Beatles and Portishead and Passion Pit and Friendly Fires and, oh gosh, Massive Attack, and I would love to say that I could, compile all those and go, oh no, I like this artist the best, but I can't. So I think I would have to choose a self-made album that has Beirut and Kings of Convenience and all that kind of stuff. Hey Nikki asks, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? My favorite ice cream flavor is either, I like mint chocolate chip and I like butter pecan. So now you know. This question is from Joel TM, or Jolet M, and she or he wants to know, if you could go to a place in the world, which one would it be? I guess you could go to one place. This is what they meant. If you could go to one place in the world. That's really difficult, because I really want to travel a lot, and I've been fortunate to be able to travel to a few really awesome countries in the short span of my life so far. But I think I would love to travel to New Zealand, because I think New Zealand is beautiful, and in all times of the year, even though their seasons are a little backwards down there. I think it would be really cool to maybe like snowboard in New Zealand and then go surf in Fiji or something like that. But just beautiful places, very serene, quiet places. Smiley Demi Cell JB. And that person wants to know, what would you do if you weren't an artist? I'm 18, so if I wasn't an artist, I honestly couldn't tell you what I would be doing. I'd probably be honestly doing what I'm doing right now, is going to college next year and enjoying senioritis and having the last few months of school before we have summer, and then go off to school. And I think everybody I know is doing that right now, and I'm doing that right now too. So, but I'm also doing things like having awesome photo shoots and working on my second album, and working very hard. So I think I would still be doing normal teenage things. This question is from Schroeder 1174C, and that person wants to know, will the new album be similar in style or sound to All the Right Wrongs, or something different? And I like to think that the new tracks that we're working on now and the new songs that are going to be on this new album compilation are different and a little bit more grown up, but in the sense that you can still connect to the songs and you can still have a good time and dance and hang out with your friends and hopefully still like the music. It's a little bit more in my own headspace, which is very strange, and so the sounds that are coming out now are hopefully more like, oh, I don't know what that instrument is that's playing right there, and I don't really know what that means or that lyric, but it's so cool that it doesn't really matter. It's just all very interesting, and hopefully the music just makes you think. That's what I want to do. Gibson Rocker 4 wants to know, what do you like to play more, acoustic guitar or electric guitar, and why? I started out playing acoustic guitar when I was probably about 8 or 9, and never used a pick, never got this motion down completely until a few years ago, but I was mostly a finger picker, and that got me a long way because I did that for a long time. And then I guess my brother bought me an electric guitar for like my 15th birthday or something, and really liked it. And it seems to me though, when it comes to electric guitars, there's a lot more happening, and there's a lot more that you have to know technically. And I've gotten the handle on, like distortion pedals and every kind of delay pedal and this pedal and that pedal, and there's so much. Like my lead guitarist Kylan has a pedal board this big and it's just lined with stuff, and I'm like, that would take so long to figure out. Why don't I just rip out my acoustic guitar and play that, and it's easier, and I think I'm better at that anyway. But I hope to master the electric guitar a little bit better in the next few years. Monty Bab wants to know, when will your new album be released? My new album will be released at the end of the summer, so check it out.